1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Six Balls Deep, short and sweet, with your hosts, Pat, Andy, and Travis.
Oh, shite.
Oh, shite.
Anybody looking clean.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yet to be seen. Well,
Yet
good
to be
evening,
seen.
ball buddies. We'd like to welcome you to the beautiful sandy shores of Hawaii. Unfortunately, we're here in Hemet, California, so we can't do that. But alongside me, my co-host, Andy Boy, up there, you already know the man, Patrick, and yours truly, Travis. How you guys doing this week? Hopefully pretty good.
Super.
I see we got some new electronics in the room. Andy Boy, why don't you kick me off here?
This is the beginning of the new beginning. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone, and I saw a beautiful rainbow, and rainbow is a sign of a new beginning. And this is the beginning of our behind-the-scenes podcast, making behind the balls, making of a podcast.
Behind the balls.
Yeah.
An semi-true Hollywood story.
Limit story.
Yeah.
But just the beginning of things to come, folks. We've got plenty of plans.
What do you
in the
plan on
future.
doing with that thing?
Well, I'm thinking first off, we need to go to like a park and find like a pickup game and just do 3-on-3 and just smash some fools. And get a
Either
nice
that
barrage.
or watch.
You talk about croquet?
Watch me pull a hamstring.
A little hammy.
And then
Did you
there's
say
a whole
cocaine?
no.
Croquet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, let's go to the park. Hit some 3-on-3. Maybe do a couple lines.
blast some fucking schnooter booters with the crew.
Dude.
Probably not.
That's how all the greats did it, I think.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Who are the
I don't know.
greats?
Yeah. Gretzky, fucking Rodman,
Yeah.
Jordan,
Anybody prior to like 2000.
even probably T-Woo. Probably dabbling in the fucking in the doo-doo. T-Woo?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, definitely. White Tiger. I think that's what they.
Yeah.
White tiger.
Yes, that was his
Siberian.
preferred brand.
White.
Siberian.
Give me that White Tiger.
Hell yeah.
Allegedly.
China White. Abracadabra.
Abra-
I want to talk to Sykes.
How long?
Well, what's good, guys? We're doing a little new setup this week, right? Nothing visually too different, but shortening up the cast, doing what we call the short and sweet episodes. Just an hour and a half of fun-filled nonsense, So here we are. Patrick, I do want to comment on your outfit. You look rather nice. You look
Thank
like
you.
a flamingo.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. You know,
and
a short,
everyone knows flamingos.
short, thick flamingo.
Yes.
Yeah.
A short, thick flamingo king.
Yeah. I wish I had a pink crown because that'd have been sick. Maybe like with a couple of flamingos coming out of like the front or the back of it. That'd have been sick. And then if I had a scepter that was also a flamingo, oh shit. Maybe some white shoes that had some all white shoes that had like some fluffy like feather wings coming off the sides of them.
Or like their flamingo beat shoes.
And I could just stand on one of them with my other foot up for like long periods of time, you know.
Uh-huh.
It could be a boot with a really long tongue that hangs like a flamingo's head.
Yeah.
We should make shoes.
I think that actually has to do with their diet, dude. So if like you eat enough shellfish, you'll turn pink.
Not you.
I thought it was with carrots.
You
Turn
just
orange.
you just gotta go in the sun.
Yeah, that works too.
All you gotta do is
Is
go
it?
in the sun. But
Yeah.
it's from shrimp.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, I eat a lot
Yeah.
of shrimp, dude. I'll start turning pink.
Yeah, flamingos definitely do that. They're super vibrant when they eat lots of shrimp. They turn more like a white color
Serious?
when they're not.
When they're not, yeah, they just have a naturally white feather, but probably the chemicals that are turning the frogs gay,
Yeah.
the same
Of
ones,
course, dude.
turning the flamingos
Of
pink.
course. By the way, Alex Jones has contacted me a few times, so we might have to go. We might
You
have to
guys
try
ever
and get
been to
him
Hawaii?
on. Other
Negative.
than right now, no.
Yeah,
No,
man,
I have a
first
kind of-
timer.
You're a first timer.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
How is she?
I don't know. This beach looks like cornbread to me out here.
Yeah, likes the beach.
It's got a really gold sand.
This beach looks like cornbread, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like one thing we should kick off the show with this week, since we spoke about it in depth a little bit last week, is the Radford and the Fairview fires. So, under control, extinguished, removed the evacuation orders, did burn a substantial area here in the Inland Empire, but
Ton of control.
the firefighters and the air crews and the ground, everybody did such a phenomenal job. And even like we spoke last time about the community came together, it was really cool to see. So
And these people were live around the area. Like these people
Who's
who
that?
are fighting, like are they
Yeah.
driving from, I'm just saying.
I saw
I'm just
people.
saying-
I saw contractors who had like water trucks like running up the hill.
I'm just saying
and
there are
stuff. So,
competent
not
people that
necessarily.
live out in that area. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
trying to get to it. Like, not everybody
Oh,
out there
yeah.
is bad people.
Oh yeah, no, I thought that was a question. I thought it was.
I thought it was
It's kind of
Yeah,
a
my
question
bad.
leading into an insinuation.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that sounds like a romance novel.
It was really
leading
kind of
into
a,
an insinuation.
It was a slow roller. I was trying to.
Insinuation.
Yeah. Take my hand and lead me into insinuation.
Insinuation from behind.
Yeah.
It sounds like you
Full
got to get
story.
insinuation before you have sex. Like kind of like
Yeah.
make sure that you insinuate.
It's like a Sandra Bullock movie. She's like, he
This
was a
sucks.
charming pot dealer.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
an over-the-hill lawyer.
yeah.
He was a little boy from the
There was 3 cases out against him, and
She
she
was married
swore
to
to
Tender
protect him.
She couldn't resist a chin-strap beard.
Yeah, and his
She
short
was Miss Congeniality.
body.
Good times. Well, anyways, yeah, the fire is under control completely out here, the Fairview fire, and I'm pretty sure the Radford is as well at this point, which is the one more in the San Bernardino mountain range. But yeah, just tremendous job. Saved an almost an alarming amount of homes.
Dude, that's
from
what's
demise.
crazy. So, one thing that we were talking about behind the scenes where you were saying it's kind of crazy how technology hasn't really progressed to the point, like we're still kind of doing the same thing that we've done for a while,
Mhm.
but it's amazing what they can do with just basic like hoses and planes and dropping that stuff. Like you see burnt foliage all around a house and the house is pristine.
Yeah, gotta
They
love the
did
hose.
such a good job of
Yeah, and that's so they drop retardant directly on homes, correct?
I think as close as they could get.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean,
But
if it comes down to it, you just
I did
drench the
get
home.
warnings to like boil your water, like
Yep.
if you're in that area, because that retardant can leach into the groundwater or something and is poisonous. So they want you to boil your water for a while.
Which is good because it's not near any water supplies or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's definitely good.
But
Not
that's
any,
like
like large
crazy.
reservoirs or
Mhm.
anything like that are nowhere away. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Except that
scary.
one.
20,000
Yeah.
something square or 20,000 acres. Fucking lot.
Yeah, I think it got up to. I think the last count that I saw was almost 29,000. I think it was 28 and some change. So, and no more homes lost than that were lost initially.
Initially.
No more lives lost than the 3 that were lost the first day, which is terrible. And
Yeah.
if you do desire to look more into that, I think there's a little more info available now. But yeah, it seems like they were all related, which is, I mean, it's sad to see, but.
Damn.
I'm sorry, 2 lives lost, and then the third one actually survived. It seems like.
Yeah, the wife is in the hospital, I believe. The mom with burns. So I'm sure there are various fundraisers and GoFundMe's and things that you can find online if you want to reach out and give help.
Yeah.
In that way.
But moving forward, we got some really good stuff to talk about, and one of the things that I'd like to mention is I gotta ask you, Andy, what's the deal with looters?
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. So since we're still kind of talking about the fires, we should just run through a real quick
No way.
champion of valor / dishonorable failure.
There we go. Here we go. Let's
Because
kick
I
it off.
think, obviously, tip of the hat and champion of valor to the first responders who were able to save so many homes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's my sparkling ice. Cheers.
On a darker note, dishonorable failures were the people who were looting and burglarizing homes that were in evacuation areas. They arrested 3 people. They caught multiple people on Ring cameras going through, and some people were like dressed as construction workers. Like they put on like my high vis vest, and they were asking people like, "Are you evacuating? Like, do you guys have orders to evacuate?" And checking to see when people were going to leave. And one guy eventually like put his guard down. He's like, "Yeah, we got a hotel and we're gonna go." And they ended up going back later that night. And it's like,
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame.
That's a wag of the finger from the ball crew.
Despicable.
Yeah, we
Despicable.
would wag our balls over your face if we could, but
Nothing like taking advantage of people that Mother Nature has already taken advantage of. You know what I mean?
I mean, I love moms taking advantage of me, but not nature. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's a thing.
Even Mother Nature's
It's
brother.
not my type of mother loving.
Brother
Yeah,
nature.
not really. As long as
No.
it's a little spoon.
Little, yeah. Moving forward, so
But yeah, no.
So,
definitely
dishonorable failure to you guys. And one other touch on that before we move forward, Andy Boy.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Touch it.
there were a lot of people, and I get it. You got to get some footage of what's going on. People want to know. Even the people who are already evacuated want to see where the fire's at and what it's hit and what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But holy bejeebus, when you got evacuation orders coming down from mountains that have 2-lane roads, one lane going each way, stay the hell off the mountain so people can get out and get in to get their belongings and whatnot. We got people blocking the traffic on the side of the roads, halfway in the road, just standing there watching and filming the fire. And it's like, what are you doing, man?
In the middle of the road, like if you're gonna film, get off the road at least.
People are all over the place. They're just not, you know how it is, you know? It's just like when there's an accident, get a bunch of looky-loos.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, traffic starts jamming up.
We have the accidents on the other side of the street, other side of the freeway, but your side's slowing down to look at it, so you have to get jammed up in the traffic. It's like, what the fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
You're like, I've been slowing down for 15 minutes, and this is it?
Yeah.
As soon as you pass it,
Yeah. Nobody died, and I just
Yeah.
wasted 15 minutes of my life.
No brains.
1,000 ways to die, and not one of them here.
We used to watch Red Asphalt, dude, alright? Nothing, dude.
What?
There was no trigger warnings for that shit.
Yeah.
That's not even ringing a bell right now. What's red asphalt?
That's when you're in your driver's license class and they show you the ones where people like brains on the fucking asphalt and shit. And they're like,
Oh,
people are like,
yeah,
the gnarly
that's
shit.
Deadly crashes.
Yeah, like trying to like scare you into driving good, like you would get a license and try to drive bad. You know, like can't wait to get this license just so I can drive like a fucking dickhead.
That's kind of what you do, though.
Oh,
Kind of what I do.
goodness.
Travis knows that, especially if I have a Prius, dude. Behind the wheel of a Prius, you can't get a ticket.
No, it's the
impossible.
safest vehicle. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
look,
no.
he never got hurt. I never got hurt. I think
Yeah.
I'm in the market for a new car here in the next 6 months, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
Not-
good timing for you there,
yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna get something nice. I mean, just something better than my piece of shit right now.
bud. Yeah, even like it'd be a good time to sell your vehicle right now because even like POS.
I get like $700, dude. No,
No, you would get way more than that right now. You probably
no
get,
way.
Yeah, you get. Some
It's
good
a seller's
money.
market right now.
Well, let's sell it. And I'll just fucking there you go.
but then
Dude.
if you don't have anything else, you're gonna have to buy something.
It'll take like a
And you're
month.
gonna
It'll
be
take a month max. I walk down the street to my work, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, you could do it. You
You're
just
in a
wait for the
situation.
market to get right, and you could sell and then put that away and wait for the market. You get a much nicer car for the exact same price.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
just want like a Maxima. Just get the one step up from the Ultima. I like the Nissans. They're nice. They're roomy. They're luxurious. You know, not really luxurious,
Yeah.
but they're roomy.
I mean,
Yeah.
lots of new cars. Pretty much all new cars are relatively nice. The materials have gone up substantially. I mean, there's a lot of like new kind of like every year there's some trendy new shit that they want to add to see if it catches,
Yeah,
and a lot of times it doesn't. You know, or
Yeah.
things break. So you don't want to usually get like the first year model. So you know, if they're coming out with a new Maxima.
Mhm.
The all new fucking 2023 Maxima, and
Sounds
you're like, oh,
sick.
that's fucking sick. You should probably get like the model before, or wait till 2024 pops out, because then they're gonna fix all those little
how long
bugs.
does each like year cars of line like are in production for? You know, like how long are they making those cars for?
You're
before they
talking
go to
about
the next
specific
year?
like chassis?
No,
like
I'm just saying like okay, like the 2023 Maxima, like how many like what months of the year are they producing that, and then when do they cut that off producing that car, or do they make?
Oh, they probably already made them
Probably
the
there's
most
probably a
part.
6 to 8 month
It's just like a.
time frame.
Yeah, until they come out with a new model, then they start
Yeah.
making the new model and they wrap up orders on the old ones.
That's wild.
But
So sorry, what were you going for?
Go.
I was just gonna say, a lot of times it's just the year change, though. You know, a lot of times chassis
Well,
only change every 3 to 4 years.
But there's
So all
small
the
like
parts.
body features that are changed and stuff like
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, sometimes it's mostly interior. That's what I'm saying. So like the chassis. So for instance, a good
And chassis is the big long thing that rides up the middle that connects your two axles. Is that right? Am I a mechanic or no?
well, that's technically like a frame or a chassis, but I'm
Chassis
talking
is like
about.
the undercarriage.
Yeah,
essentially.
I'm talking about, for instance, like I have an Audi A4. Mine's an 06. They call that a B7. That's the chassis on the vehicle. So an A4, they still make A4s. They made A4s before then, but the B7s were made from like 2005 to 2008 or 9, and so those all the parts are interchangeable. There's maybe minute things that might differentiate amongst them, but they're all the same. They all look the same, whatever. Then you go from 2009 to 2012, and they call that the B8. And then in 2013, I think it was, they started doing what they called the B8.5, where they took the front end and updated it with the more modern LEDs. And they reconfigured the front end, but the interior is exactly the same. All the rest of the car, the sides, the rear end, it's all the same, but they remodeled those
So
front
you can
ends.
tell who's a douche by their headlights.
Yeah, but it's kind of they'll keep the model for a few years.
Yeah, like dude, that's a 05.
Exactly.
Get new.
Exactly. My parents actually have two trucks that are the exact same model, if you will. They look exactly the same, but they're years apart.
Yeah.
It's fucking same thing.
So I actually have a quick car gripe that I experienced on the way over here.
Uh-oh.
And Patty Boy, since you're in the market, I would do a gentleman's request to not do this.
Mhm.
So I'm behind this person, and they've got stickers on their car. Which for one, yeah, to each their own. People are going to put
Not a big sticker
stickers on
on
their
my
cars.
car.
But I think there's some that are probably necessary. But these were like, it was don't tread on me. These colors don't run. Red, white, and blue. Live free or die.
Sounds sick.
And he's driving a Honda.
I would say it should be a dually. Yeah.
And I'll give him credit. It was the Renegade, which is like the truck.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's better or worse. He got the Honda truck. It's like instead of getting a real truck, he got a fucking Honda truck.
Fun fact: the Honda Renegade truck is built on the Accord chassis,
Honda Renegade.
Any of that made in America?
so it drives
Wow.
like a car.
So
None
wait.
of it's made in America.
Wait,
so
that's a SUV? Am I wrong?
it's a truck. It looks like a Avalanche. It's got like that half
Truck? The Renegade looks
Yeah, and they
some
got
other
the-
pictures. Oh,
well,
okay.
You're talking about the Jeep Renegade.
or Jeep
No, I
Renegade.
was supposed to say
No,
Honda
yeah, that's
Renegade.
probably what it is. Oh,
It's
yeah.
I think it's called the Renegade.
Okay,
Or
I
something
see.
like
yeah,
that.
it looks kind of weird.
It's a truck. It looks like an Avalanche. It's like their answer to the Avalanche.
They've had them for a while, I think, actually, because when I was selling vehicles, we would get used ones in every once in a while, and they had like the bed would actually like it folds up, and there's like storage underneath the bed. I'm pretty sure or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got nothing against Honda. I got nothing against sporting the United States. But have some consistency here, guys. If those colors don't run, buy fucking American.
Yeah, dude,
By
you're
God.
a pussy if you drive a Honda truck, really.
Dude.
Yeah. These colors don't run, but this paint fades.
Might as well
Honda, a
just get
true
a
piece of
Dodge.
American machinery.
Might as well be a Dodge
Yeah.
Neon, in my opinion, dude.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, right, dude. It's
Yeah.
too sleek, you know, for a truck.
Yeah, very
not very-
Colorado-esque.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did when they changed the models of the Colorados.
Like, they
and all
probably
that
sell a lot of those during Pride Month, you know?
With those
What are you
wheels,
saying?
definitely.
Huh? I'm just saying, probably a lot of gay guys like that truck.
shit.
I would say
I mean,
probably a lot of dicks sucked in that truck.
there's a lot of room for dick sucking in that truck.
Oh, right, yeah.
YouTube's gonna love us.
Dude.
They already do, dude.
So yeah, that's what's on my mind. Patty Boy, what's on your mind, kid? I know
Soup
you're in Hawaii.
kitchens.
Dude! So me and my friends were walking downtown and we were stumbling across this like little construction site over across from Old San Luis Barbecue on the end of Higuera, and looked in. I saw all these old school arcade machines. I was like, wait, what?
Yes.
And then this dude like came out and he started talking. They're gonna remember that arcade bar we went to, Level Up in Denver, Travis? It's basically the same kind of thing. They're going to have a full bar in slow. They're going to have a DJ, a dance floor. They're going to have all the old arcades that are actually quarters. It's not like the stupid fucking card thing. They have like the 6-player X-Men. They got Simpsons. They got Sunset Riders. They have the old school Donkey Kong. They have Tekkens. They have Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2. It's not open yet, but
Podcast canceled. We're going there.
And yeah, it's supposed to be going to be open late night as well too. I think they're going to have like an occupancy of like 300 people. It's really big. Like,
wow.
Yeah, so
That's a lot of fucking people.
They're going to have pool, shuffleboard as well too.
Is it going to be quarters?
Yeah,
Yeah,
quarters, bro.
Quarters, not,
old school. They're all the refurbished machines. Like
they are.
They're all old machines. They're all old as fuck. Yeah, he said Source is a pain in the ass. The X-Men machine that has 6 players on it. He said there's only like 200 of those that are operating currently.
Dude, they're expensive.
Yeah,
I looked up. Just for
Gnarly.
like a cool stand-up arcade machine, you're not getting away with a cool one without at least the energy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I was thinking those ones are upwards of probably 5 to 10.
Yeah. The classics.
That's
I'm sure.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're not open right now, but I heard if you wear a high-vis vest and you go around knocking, telling people that they have to evacuate, you can just kind of take whatever you
Emergency.
But yeah, dude, you want your own
Really?
fucking arcade machine, Andy boy? I got a spot for
want.
it.
And then you can still sleep well at night because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Dishonorable failure.
Yeah, dishonorable piece of shit.
Yeah. So well, that's fucking awesome, Pat,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
I
nice.
really want to. I can't wait. Like, you gotta check out when they're gonna open so we can make a fucking Six Balls Deep
Yeah.
adventure up there and play some fucking Sunset Riders, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun as fuck. I'll easily have $40 with the quarters in my pocket, just walking around like an idiot. Just
I'm gonna keep mine in a sock in case it'd be malsock.
There you go.
yeah, there you go. Just beat some
Fuck.
ass.
Right.
I'm gonna wear one of those shoulder bags, just fill it up with quarters. I can just take one out at a time. Oop, dude.
You could probably find the
coin purse.
Yeah.
little coin
Oh, the
stackers
one,
like the guys have.
That's hard as fuck.
That would be.
Wear
pretty
some
wicked.
like a
overalls.
Pez dispenser.
Wear some overalls with that thing around your waist, bro.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah, modified to old buffalo nickels.
Pretty fucking badass, if you ask me. Oh,
That is pretty nifty on 50. Yeah, that's nice.
I hope they do
That's
well.
nice. You hope they do well? I think they
Yeah.
will. I think in a college town, that's like the ideal place. I mean, the one in Denver was fucking popping. It was it? I don't know. We were pretty intoxicated.
yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
It's
fun.
popping to you guys.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
The one thing,
like 2 hours.
yeah, but the thing that was a pain in the ass was getting your drinks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't the bar
This
like
bar-
a fucking?
This bar it looked nice and very spacious.
I could see them being slower at getting your drink because you're distracted.
Yeah.
So they're in less of a hurry to get your shit out to you. If they're really crowded and
Yeah,
you're at a game, they're like, eh.
Yeah.
But they just had like this huge bar and not enough bartenders. It was. I feel like it was just really like. It had to be like a 50-foot long bar. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just remember it being extremely long, and we were all there was like a group of us in one area. There was Pat, myself, Joel, and the dude who got us the tickets. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But Joel's buddy that wore the contacts when we wore those crazy contacts. Anyways, we were all there, and so we had a decent group of people, and there's like all these open chairs around us. You could easily see us, and we were consistently buying drinks. Like we'd all go up together, wait, get drinks, and they just grab it. You know?
Mhm.
But anyways, you remembered the name of that place?
Yeah. It was called Level Up. It was too easy to remember.
Oh, level up. Nice. That's a good one.
Oh wait, that's the one that was underground.
Yeah, there
no?
was 2. Yeah, we went. That was the underground one.
Oh, that one was super cool.
Yeah,
dude.
that one was like
Never
another little
mind.
dive bar that had like basically the whole outside of the bar was lined with arcades, and then the bar was on the inside, and it was like a hole in the wall. It was
It's like
tight.
a horseshoe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a horseshoe bar. You could walk all the way around. It was fucking wicked. Yeah, never mind. I take back everything I said. Level Up's awesome.
Level
Check
Up.
that shit out if you're in Denver.
Looking for a sponsor. Level up.
Level up, dude. That's what
Yeah.
Brian always did.
Well, it's like
Well,
all these
level
new
up.
places now. You gotta like buy the stupid card, and like just it doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the old Top Golf scenario.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking. I still have a Top Golf card. I haven't been in like
Yeah.
since the first time I went to Denver with Austin. You know what I mean? Terrible.
Maybe if it was topless, you know.
See,
Yeah.
fucking see what you did there.
Yeah.
Bunch of old drunk guys. Fucking.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the way it goes, right? They're like, come on, let's go to the topless bar. It's just all dudes.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
I just
so
feel bad for those parents, you know. I can't go to nude bars. I always just like feel self-conscious, like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
their
I feel
parents
like-
must love them. You know, like a
They
lot.
come visit them at work.
Like Thanksgiving
they're
must get
empowered.
but Thanksgiving must be amazing in that family.
They're empowered, bro.
Yeah.
When they get up there.
I don't think
Are
they do topless Thanksgivings, Pat, just because they work at topless
No, I know, but
bars.
like just like thinking about talking about your parents, like, oh yeah, what'd you accomplish this year? Like, oh yeah, I made money. I was just stripping.
I got bigger tits.
Yeah, I
Got straight
got.
bolt-ons.
That's it.
Got some in my
They definitely have a cover story, dude. They're dancers.
Not to be a
Yeah.
jealous
going
girlfriend,
to
but
school.
I took Trav to that arcade bar first in Denver. How fucking dare you, Austin?
I don't remember that.
I love how he like has the need to like say that. He's like, you know, I got to get this out. It's coming right now. Like I gotta let people know
Uh-huh.
that I did
Actually-
it first.
Dude, for the record, the one I remember might be with Austin. I might not remember when we went.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like I do remember going with Austin.
A little too much drinky.
Yeah, because it was that trip was myself, Austin, and then Skyla, and then Skyla's brother Holden was there, and he was fucking. That kid's funny, dude. He's a cool kid. So, well, he's not a kid. He's a grown ass man now. But
He's a grown ass man now.
served our country.
I'm a grown ass man, dog. Huh?
Appreciate that shit.
Cheers.
That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Champion of valor right there, dude.
That was
But
it.
yeah, good times with both you guys. Love that shit. Love Denver. Love traveling. Would love to do it more. You know. So I'm looking into a couple things. We'll have to get. That'll be a little bit behind the scenes info until we become concrete.
Okay.
but-
Okay.
You're gonna see us out there pretty quick here. So we're getting things under work
Uh-huh.
as you
In the air, on the land,
Whoa.
in the sea.
on the sea.
Yep.
Really?
Boat full of semen, dude.
Yeah.
Boat
So,
full of semen.
catch me
As long, as,
outside.
it's
How
not
about
a, as
that?
long as it's not a butt full of semen, dude.
That would be, I mean, depending on who you are, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Or I guess it might be amazing for you. So, you're moving
Depends on
forward.
who's semen. Yeah, okay. Next.
You're moving forward. Kick us off, Patty boy. What's
Kick us
going?
off with what?
How's everything been, man?
What's-
Anything crazy?
No, dude. The crazy part is just saw fucking arcade being built, dude. Can't wait for that.
Well, did you happen to catch the UFC? Because let me tell you, dude.
I did, dude. It
This
was
this
really good.
weekend, this weekend's card was a fucking toss up.
The Switch actually made the card better.
It did. It did. And so for those of you watching that don't know what we're talking about, UFC, they're great at making fights for the most part. Every once in a while they throw one out there that just kind of flubs or no one really wants to see. It's like a card filler, you know. But they're real great at making fights and putting matchups together. And this last weekend's card, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, UFC 279, and the headliner was Nate Diaz and Khamzat Chimaev. And Khamzat's an undefeated individual coming up. Yeah, he's a maniac, Russian. Very long, very big for the division, very strong. Just kind of overpowers people and dominates them. And it's really only had one challenge, and I would say that's Gilbert Burns. And he won that. I mean, a lot of people think maybe he shouldn't have, but he won that match. And so he's hot and young and cruising right along. And you got Nate Diaz, who's been around forever, legend in the game, you know. But
Legend.
if you know anything about Nate Diaz, which is hard not to,
I know that name.
man,
Do you?
that kid is something you do in being around for so long and fighting at the highest level of sports and being a boxer and all these things is you take some damage.
Oh.
So he's definitely been in some battles where he took some damage, and that's one of the things that he's known for is he withstands the early barrage. He's kind of a slow starter, but he's got extreme levels of stamina, and he just kind of peppers you, and he makes you wilt, and he makes you fold, and he'll get the best of you. And he's done it with the likes of people like Conor McGregor, submitted Conor McGregor.
He lets you blow your gas tank, and then once he sees you're tired, then he turns up his fucking pressure, and then it's game over because you're already tired and you can't.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a really cool style. Not many people have that because in the beginning he takes a lot of that punishment, and that's why he talks. He almost talks. He's gonna be Muhammad Ali later on in life, dude.
Well, I think he actually has an impediment. I think he has an
getting hit in the head also added to it. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like maybe
his
his speech is a little worse over the years.
I'd probably tell people I had an impediment too.
Well, he's always had it. He's always had it, and I mean, whether he does or doesn't, he seems coherent. He doesn't seem not there like mentally. He just seems like he slurs some of his words a little bit. He always has. But touching on what Pat said and the fact that he's a slow starter, it made it almost everyone knew what the outcome would. I mean, you can never say that for sure. It's a fight, but Khamzat's so powerful, so big for the division. Has fought 185, is fighting 170 right now, and is a fast starter. And Nate Diaz fought 155 and is fighting 170 now in the end of his career, last fight on his contract, and is an extremely slow starter. So it's like the UFC got accused of basically trying to slingshot once again Khamzat and basically doing Nate Diaz dirty on the last fight of his career. Okay. So fast forward to weigh-ins, right? Pre-show presser before weigh-ins. So underneath them two, you got Tony Ferguson, legend in the game, straight maniac, also towards the end of his career, and he's fighting Li. How do you say his name? Li Zhang or Zhang Liang. I don't know. I should learn that, dude. That's a hard name. He's fighting this Chinese dude who's known for trap.
Jing Liang. Li Jing
And
Liang.
There you go. That's incredible. And then beneath him is Kevin Holland, and he's fighting a catchweight matchup at 180. So he's fighting in between two weight classes. He's fighting this other dude who's a scrapper. But in the pre-fight presser, Kevin Holland and Khamzat Chimaev get into a rumble backstage. And then Nate Diaz comes, and then they all start getting into it, and it's this big, huge issue. Dana White cancels the press conference, comes out on stage. Everybody's like,
never happened before, Andy. You think they planned it? You think this is planned and staged or no? Look, I can see it. I can feel it.
So hold on. It gets better. Then, fast forward to weigh-ins. Khamzat Chimaev, supposed to fight at 170, can weigh in at 171, arguably the biggest fight of his career, asked for this fight, comes in at 179 pounds, which is substantially over the weight limit. Yeah. And not to mention, he looked good. He was cut up still. He looked good. The dude's massive for the weight class. It's a hard weight cut.
So but when I go to Del Taco, I get a half-pound burrito.
Oh
he had like 16 of those.
Yeah,
overweight. He had to shit out.
Overeated 16 half-pound burritos. Overweight.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's not an accident. Like, no. Fuck that up.
Yeah, so UFC, instead of canceling the bout or making them forfeit, a large sum of their purse or whatever,
they should laugh.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But they rearranged and shuffled the fights and put Nate Diaz remained as the headliner and fought Tony Ferguson, both in the ends of their career, which when this initial fight card came out, everybody was like, this should have been like this. And most of the time, you're like, yeah, whatever. But this time, it really did make sense. And so they rearranged it, and everybody's like, fuck yeah. Then Khamzat fought Kevin Holland, who got in the brawl backstage with each other, so they switched that fight. And they both fought. The dude that was fighting at a catchweight, coincidentally, that happened to be fighting at 180 pounds.
I'm bringing him to my side. This is too many coincidences.
Yeah. And then they just, Li Zhang, Ping Pang, fucking got done super dirty, man. And he had to fight at 170 against the dude that Kevin Holland was supposed to fight at 180 pounds.
Yeah, 10 pounds up. He had to fight some guy.
What
Dude
the-
bought a brand new suit for the presser. Has been working on learned English,
And then they
got-
just reshuffled the
They
deck and they're like,
canceled the presser, made him fight this dude who's 180 pounds, 10 pounds over. He comes out, scraps this dude. Arguably, I felt won the fight,
Yeah.
loses by decision. Gets done. Everybody's like, fucking boo! So, and then,
Daniel Rodriguez has some good boxing though, bro.
oh, he's great. Yeah, he's fun to watch. I
Holy
really like
shit.
that guy.
that's
And he's kind of out of shape, which is kind of sick too, you know. He's
So,
not like ripped.
Yeah. He's just kind of an average guy. And he said he liked fighting at that weight too because he didn't really have to do anything. He's like, I literally cut like a pound. He's like, I just like skipped a meal. That's literally what he said. It was fucking cool. But yeah, so they fight. Moving up the next card, comes out, fights Kevin Holland. Fucking takes him down, submits him in first round. Really fast. Not even a punch throw. Takes him down, submits him. Then comes to the main event. My boy Nate from the 209. What happens, Pat?
The boy Nate from the 209.
What
He
happened?
beat the brakes off of fucking Tony Ferguson. I
The
mean,
world's,
he got
the world's slowest fight.
yeah. I mean, he got his shin slapped up, and Tony Ferguson was bleeding all over the place. And then there was some weird shit where he's like hanging on top of the fence, like as Tony was backing up. He was like taunting him, doing the old Nate Diaz thing. But then eventually
No
took
showboating.
him to the ground. What, he got him in rear naked? Was that what it was, or a guillotine?
He got him in a one-arm guillotine.
Yeah.
So to keep this in mind, this is Tony Ferguson who like snapped his arm and didn't tap. You know, this dude's a monster. El Kukui, dude. A straight fucking boogeyman. Right?
Wow.
Nate Diaz submits him in the fourth round with a one-arm guillotine going like this with his other arm. And
To the camera?
laying on his back, submitting him, one arm, going like this, like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And guess how much time was on the clock?
Oh yeah.
No. What was the area code I told you he was from?
Oh,
The 209.
209. Oh my god. This
So
is
guess
some
how much
cheap
time's on the
shit.
clock?
Yeah, dude. They fucking.
2 minutes and 9
It
seconds.
must be
209.
conspiracy, Andy, huh?
Dude.
You think
I
you-
don't know. Pretty interesting.
My god.
Pretty interesting. Joe Rogan posted that today. Posted
Yeah.
a little snippet about it, and he seems to think that we're in a simulation now.
Yeah, little foul
Allegedly.
plays, geese. No, that's just a little wink at the programmer.
on his last fight ever.
Last fight.
If you watch it in replay, they knew he was getting choked out. They held him at 209 for 4 seconds, dude.
Yeah,
They
I wouldn't be surprised.
Interesting. Something to think about. Overall, great card. Lots of fun to
Yeah,
watch.
it was fun card.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the UFC. Always fucking putting up some good entertainment, quality shit. Not taking sides in the political bullshit. Just giving us what we want to see. A couple of people beating the hell out of each other.
Hell yeah.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah.
That's what life's all about.
Speaking of like taking sides in political bullshit in sports, I
Right.
sort of had a thought because NFL's starting, and
Oh, it's
we know that they are a woke corporation,
Super woke.
getting woker.
The wokest.
And I was just wondering, and you guys have more knowledge than me, has there ever been a female or a woman to play in the NFL?
Negative.
Negative.
Other than
The Raiders have a
let's
president.
yeah,
They've
no,
had like executive
just,
roles, but no players.
Yeah, just Finkel. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Finkel's Einhorn
Just,
Finkel.
Fink,
Yeah.
okay. So
Places out
what
there.
is the potential of you seeing them? And this is going to stir some controversy from some people, but I think if there is a likely position, what do you think the chances of them throwing in the chick as like a kicker in the
Cheerleader.
near future?
Oh well, that would be where they put the female. That's where they put her in college football already.
And there are female.
Yeah, so and they're terrible. They suck.
There hasn't been
I put her at
All-star yet.
cheerleader.
Andy,
I don't know
No.
because the legs.
What are they gonna fucking?
The legs and the ass.
Why
you
would
know?
they not get? So do you think? Let me ask you this, in all honesty, not being any kind of way.
Yes.
You know,
No way.
misogynist,
No ways
are
about
lesser.
you.
Do you
Do you think a professional female soccer player can keep up with a professional male soccer player?
No.
Like, do you think in relative, like,
No, but I think a female soccer player could punt a football or kick a field goal.
but don't you think that there's a lot of male soccer players that would fill the role?
But this is a woke corporation, which is why I preface that, which I'm saying they'll affirmative action this shit. We're not talking about a meritocracy.
We're not talking
Kicker's
about
too
who's
clutch
better.
of a
We're talking
better.
position too.
So I'm
Kickers
saying
and
how
pitchers are
long?
At the
What's
end of the game? They got to make it. They're not gonna put their wokeness on the line with 3
Well, if
seconds
they
left.
have
and
a
they're down by
chick-
2 points. They're gonna keep.
Yeah,
They need to do to do it.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be something like where they have a female on the team and they'll use her for occasions that are not important.
Yeah.
You can kick the PATs if we're blowing the team out.
Well,
You
maybe
can
the placeholder.
do kickoffs. You could do the first kickoff every game. But if we're
Placeholder.
kicking off at half, it's important.
But what if she's like some Brazilian chick from the favelas, real thick? with some real ham
you got me
hocks?
at
You're not gonna
You got
last.
me at that
You're gonna get
anymore. That's
it's
alright.
not gonna work, dude.
It's
She's
not gonna
gonna
work?
get a bunch of dudes from the team fired.
Yeah.
You're
All
in a locker room with like 50 to 100.
No, she'll have her own little stall.
She
with
would have her
little,
own.
like her little powder room
Yeah.
where she.
Yes. A well-built Brazilian woman's gonna play on a soccer or on a football team.
I
Well,
wish.
a bunch of
Play on
fucking
my football team. I need me a
athletic
well-built
dudes in their
Brazilian.
prime, and
Yeah.
no one's gonna fucking wax that out.
No one's gonna just spear tackle.
We're
the
out
shit
of
out
their minds. Like it's not gonna work. It's gonna be an HR nightmare.
I'll just ask nicely before I do it. You know?
I'm saying 5 years. I'm just gonna make the call right now. 5 years.
I
I'll
can
see
see
it.
I can see it in less time than that. I could see it happening. I would think punter.
Hunter next season.
They don't have the same amount of fast twitch muscles, though. You know.
Oh, we're going straight to fast
You know,
twitch.
it's not the same. There's things that women are way better at than men. But
Like cooking and cleaning.
Trav might be on the
Actually, not
long
even
snapper.
good cooking.
Yeah, long snapper. It could be definitely. I could see that because long snappers they don't even really block that much. It's like they're more like people.
Sometimes you got to get downfield.
They're
and
snapping,
for
like in
punting,
the-
you got to get downfield and make a tackle.
Yeah, well, that's
That's a risk
Out
you
of the
take.
question.
they'll tell the team like, hey, don't blow up fucking Susan. So,
The best female goalkeeper in the
if anybody
world.
blows up Susan, they get fined $50K, dude. And then you have one guy on the team that's like, yo, I'll pay you $100K if you do fucking blow up Susan. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And then Susan
Block
gets wrecked.
Susan's block off.
Ricky wrecked, dude. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see what happens. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So every time we talk about women's sport, it makes me think of the Family Guy episode where they talk about the WNBA.
Yeah.
And I think of that, and it makes me laugh. And if you guys haven't seen it, go fucking watch it because it's like a 10-second.
Yeah. Old school Family Guy.
It's great. It's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
But speaking of, while we're on women's sports, shout out to fucking Serena Williams, a legend in the tennis realm, because she retired recently. Didn't she?
Yeah,
I think her last match was played last week. And so, I mean, she's been around for a long time, and she's won a bunch of matches. And shout out to accomplishments in female sports. Good for you guys.
Pull myself a little.
Did Austin really
finger.
say, what's that chirping noise?
There is some stuff going on with the U.S. Open with Jack Knight.
It's probably a fucking dog, Austin.
I've never heard what a grasshopper sounds like. Or-
You
Yeah,
see they're
dude,
not-
I live next to DMX.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The fucking Rough Riders anthems and all night long.
It's kind of sick.
R.I.P.
You know about Jakovic?
What's that?
Jakovic?
What's that?
Novak Djokovic?
Ask Pat if he knows what a Jakovic is.
Do you know what a Jackovic is,
No.
Patrick? Okay, well, we're gonna have to learn something right now, Andy boy.
Oh, no.
Teach me something. We're all ears.
I thought you were my sports guys.
Well, apparently we're not.
He's arguably the greatest tennis player of all time, and he's been disallowed from the U.S. Open because of his stance on the vaccine.
Oh, yes, I know about this guy.
Djokovic?
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't allowed at the Australian Open, which was a big opportunity for him to score some points, and he lost a decent amount of his standing. And now the U.S. Open's going to happen, which is the big one, and they're saying negative.
Really? Because he won't take
You're
the
a
vaccine.
purveyor of misinformation or whatever, dude. Who knows?
What if he just doesn't talk about it? What if he just goes on his merry way and fucking schools everybody in some tennis, dude?
I think, I don't know. It could be that situation. Like, keep your mouth shut and just
we'll kill
hit
you.
the ball.
Yeah, to take the vaccine or don't, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking balls in your court,
Balls in your-
tennis guy.
Yeah.
Fucking love 30.
I was gonna say, what's a mark? Love?
Love, yeah, it goes love 15, love 30.
Oh my god!
Well, I mean, it depends on if you score. It's you. I think your score's first. Austin would know this. This is
I
actually.
knew I didn't play this game for a reason.
This is actually a question for Austin. Out of all of us, he was the most prestigious tennis player. I think he may have made junior varsity. He was senior. No, he actually he played varsity doubles, I think, and maybe even a couple singles matches. And I don't like to give him compliments ever, but he was all right at tennis, dude. He had a nice little slice. So
That's the best you're gonna get.
but he had way more practice. He fucking hung out at crew Myers and shit. So, whatever, dude.
I could have done it too if I wanted to.
Yeah. It's bad time between all my other extracurricular activities, right, Pat?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But we did get a little tennis in senior year though, right, Pat?
Yeah. Did we play junior too, or am I crazy?
Maybe, dude.
Maybe it was just senior.
It's
It
been
was
like
just
so
senior.
long now. How many years now?
JV, baby. Fuck shit up.
4 score and 7.
Of what for
Since
our
high school,
graduation?
15?
Yes, it's fucking
It's,
15.
yeah, I think we're coming up on
Big ones,
15. I did not get a call from ASB Prez for a reunion. What the hell? They don't do 15s. They just do 20s.
No, it's
Yeah,
10s and 20s.
10s
Dude.
and
You got a
20s.
call from the ASB president?
No.
Yeah, you
Dude.
did, dude.
Wow, bro. Look at this.
We
fucking-
speak on the reg.
Yeah, dude. Really?
Yeah.
Is that
We got plans.
Brennan? Is that
I think it's Brennan.
Brennan? I think it's Brennan. Yeah, I don't know. How's that guy doing? You speak on the reg?
Well, I know one person I do speak to on the reg is the homecoming king.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's he's rather.
Who's that guy?
He's a short king.
Yeah.
He is a short king. Hey.
He's always been a short king, all right?
Yes, bro. Before short kings were a thing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to fucking
The OG short king.
the OG short king.
OGSK.
That's good times, man. That's good times.
I didn't go to 10. Did anybody go to 10? I didn't go to 10.
I did not go to 10, no.
No, I didn't go to 10.
I feel like you skip 10 and maybe even 20, then you show up to 30 just shit faced.
No,
Yeah.
you got to go to 20 because by 30, people are dying.
Yeah, exactly. So then only the good survive. So you only the strong ones that you really.
Whoa.
Yeah.
20's a good 20's a good measure of of where you're at, dude. I feel like 10,
Ooh.
like everybody's kind of all over the place. Most people are busy. They don't go out traveling. You're doing fucking stupid shit.
You're still trying to project like you're a badass. Like,
Yeah, dude. You're like, I'm too fucking cool for that. 30, you're like, all right, let's go see how fucked up.
Let's
everybody
party,
is.
yeah.
And then you get there and you're like, hey, not so
I'm
bad,
not doing
dude.
so bad, yeah.
Right?
Doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, fucking see mustache lady, the freaks over at table 9.
Yeah.
Hey,
And leave me sitting alone over there like Steven Glansberg.
Oh fuck! I do know some of our classmates that went to that and attended the 10-year reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
And I don't know how great of a time they have, but one thing I will say is when they got there, they were told by another one of our classmates that helped put on the event not to steal anything. which is a very interesting statement to
Right, I
tell.
would have been like, sorry, baby, but I'm here to steal hearts.
I'm here to steal people's wives.
Good thing you was fucking
Good thing I
right
didn't
at the
go,
old
huh?
Pachangi, dude, because you could have walked her right up to the room probably. It's fucking quite the line you got there.
Yeah, I would have
Hey,
said pull a
baby.
ticket like a fucking deli.
Yeah, it's 'cause it's a
Stand
meat
outside,
market
I'll
in
come
here.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I got
man.
the fucking salami on deck.
Got the
You got that 7-year itch yet?
Yeah.
bona fide tube steak. Oh, good.
I feel like Austin went. He's just not saying it.
Yeah,
He definitely
He
went.
definitely went, dude. He dressed up nice. He probably went and got his hair did the day before.
He probably wore what he wore in his fucking picture day.
Yeah. Well, either way, whether you go to your reunion or not, long live the king.
Indeed.
King of the North. Sure.
Speaking of kings, fuck the queen.
Whoa, dude! Is it
Whoa.
that? That's almost too soon. Isn't
Oh,
it?
well, whatever.
Isn't there like 10 days you have to wait
Dude, I was on
To say-
Diana's
to say
side
that?
anyways,
to say
dude.
something bad about
I
somebody?
was
who died?
I was Team Diana for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're on that thing?
Yeah,
that,
they took our
that you
princess.
think she whacked her?
Once someone gets to like, a certain age and dies, it's like not as big of a shock,
Yeah.
Once you're 120 or whatever she was, 135 or whatever the fuck she was, like it's like okay, she was literally withering away like into the soil, like
At the
she was
senseless age of
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, she's like,
She was
"Oh,
decomposing.
Queen, that
Yeah.
goodbye."
The stupid fucking queen dead today. Wait, what? Wasn't her son's like fucking known pedophile and shit, and she like
Yeah.
fucking harbored him. I don't want to give a fuck. That bitch, she had some shit. She's not fucking good. We don't want to fucking support that old cranky ass hoe.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fuck the queen. We're American, dude. That's what we got.
America, these colors don't run.
We colonized. We got away from that bitch.
Drive German
We out of
cars.
here.
I did not expect this hard line of a stance.
The
but-
Revolutionary War.
Well, tell
bro.
us how you
ever
feel,
heard of it?
baby. Just fucking buy a fucking bouquet of flowers to fucking send over the other side of the pond or what,
Yeah.
dude? Tell us how you feel there,
Those
bud.
goddamn English might as well be Confederates in my mind, dude.
You fucking drink some tea.
Yeah.
Oi,
Those frogs.
laddie.
I am no
Some
limey
crumpets.
loyalist.
I mean, loyalist.
It's just she's a interesting
she is.
historical figure, to say the least.
Bro,
And it is definitely the end of an era, and it could be the,
Smoking hot, too.
they have a royal family. It's 2022, and their country is ruled by a bloodline. What are we fucking doing over
Fuck
there?
out of here. And they're not even like.
That's why no one has war with them. No one really cares. They're like so far behind. They're like everyone's just like, whatever. Dude, you're all right. Dude. Just go ahead and just eat your fucking crumpets, drink your goddamn tea. They have no good food in the UK.
What
Like,
are
all their
crumpets?
food, it's all just like mash.
It's like bread and
Meat,
shit.
yeah, and like just like
So, oh,
cafeteria food. Yeah, because they're all drunk. They don't even fucking have any good taste buds. Huh, Andy?
Such a fucking stereotyped view. I like it. Yeah.
I bet you
They're all
Travis would
belligerent.
love their food because it's pretty bland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying? I'm a
Some
minority or
fish.
something?
They got some
Yeah.
good fish and chips, dude.
Minority motherfucker.
They call their French fries chips, though.
Look at me in the fucking eyes and tell me I'm not a minority. It's my face.
I'm looking up what a crumpet is. It looks like a biscuit to me.
It's a biscuit.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
it
a
is.
small griddle bread made from an unsweetened batter of water or milk, flour, and yeast, popular in the United Kingdom.
That's it? I ate
Yeah.
old massa crepes this morning. So
Yeah,
I'm
they
not,
look
I'm not
like
gonna
little
say.
mini They actually look dope. They look like little mini pancakes.
They look
Yeah,
like
dude,
English
they're
muffins.
bomb, probably.
I think it's more of like a pancake.
That's
Yeah,
all
but they
got.
look-
But they look like an
They
English
look
muffin.
like if you cut open an
Yeah.
English muffin and you brown the insides.
They probably put like anchovies and shit on it too.
No, I would
Some
rather
butter
eat
to
my own
spill it.
shit than that.
You'd rather eat your own shit than anchovies?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you'd
Oh.
already eaten anchovies, would you still rather eat your own shit a second time than eating anchovies a second time?
Yeah, yeah,
So you'd rather eat anchovy shit than just eat. That's cool.
yeah,
I dig your commitment. I like that. That's what's up.
That's fascinating.
That's what's
yeah.
up.
Well, we can just dabble real quickly then, since we're already on to the Queen. You guys know that there is a conspiracy that does surround the Queen, right?
She's an alien, right?
Oh, it's from the Stone Age. Queen of the Stone Age.
She's the Queen of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, many people have accused the Queen and members of the royal family of being reptilians.
Yeah, they are. Look at them. Look at their eyes. They don't have any emotion.
Joe
no
Biden is a
soul.
lizard. Yeah. Yeah, they don't look all there, but I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that they're Reptiles are pretty fucking cool, dude.
You see those hats that old bitch wears? Who else would put on that on their head other than a reptile?
Let a reptile.
What is Barry Santoro for 300?
Who's that?
Oh, this guy
Look it
does.
up.
Dude, look it up, bro. That's a dark web hole.
Look up Barry Santoro and Big Mike.
No, I don't. Big Bite sounds way like a big wiener, dude. Just
And,
No,
and
I
don't
mean,
use
maybe
Google.
it's not going to be a nude picture. That's for sure.
alright. Well, I don't know.
No.
It would be a nude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's for another time.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's got some interesting photos with some shit on his head, dude. He's got some fucking dress
Yes.
up fucking party, cool, crazy masks.
This has been a thing that's been part of culture for a while, at least the last 100 years. This idea that the society is secretly run by reptile people. What do you guys think about that?
I can dig it. I can see how it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know
When you
why
start- you can-
reptiles, though.
Yeah, why reptiles? What do you think?
I don't know, but there's like all these videos that are out that are pretty interesting where they show people like glitching out. They turn reptilian on camera.
I've seen a lot of those where people like Justin Bieber, his face will pixelate and it looks like his eyes
Or
like go
reptile
white
eyes.
or something for a quick second. Like, oh yeah, he flashed his
Fashion
image.
speeds, yeah.
his real self.
And then I'm like, dude, I don't believe anything that's digital.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard for me to believe anything that's digital anymore. It's so easy to alter. Like, literally, the three of us could get together for 3 hours and alter a video and make it look like we were reptile people on camera right now, or make it look like we weren't. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Or is that what the reptilians want you to think?
I don't know, dude, but I'm thinking it.
Because one of their primary traits is that they can like disguise themselves.
They can want me to think or not think whatever they want, but I'm a man of my own free will.
You're so stupid.
So I'm gonna think however I want to think, and if they like it, cool, and if they don't, right on.
Yeah, you go slither away and lick some air, huh?
Yeah, dude, fucking lizard people.
Weird ass.
So how do you spot a reptilian? You think?
What?
No
how would you
whites
spot?
on their eyes, dude. It's all black, dude.
The
Kind of
fucking
like fucking Twilight.
hot-blooded, check it and see.
They're not hot blooded.
Oh yeah, cool.
They're cold blooded.
I'm fucking hot-blooded. Well, if they had a fever of 103, their blood would still be
Well,
cold.
tell them to hold some hot cocoa. And
I got a fucking brain buster for you while we're talking about reptilians, hot-blooded, cold-blooded. Can reptiles get fevers? Like, do they get? I know that they obviously can
technically,
get
it's just they have a
sick.
body temperature, so a fever is just above your normal body temperature, so depending on whatever your normal is.
Yeah, technically.
I'm sure.
The
anything
fucking
normal.
more you know, dude.
The
The more you know, the more you know, the less you know. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
there's always more, and you know that.
They could probably even get the Rona.
No. And,
Oh.
and AIDS.
Do you think the Batman is hyper susceptible to the Rona?
No, he's probably
Or he's
anti-
immune.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's immune. He's got the antigens.
Oh, is that the way?
Yeah, man's a nice man.
My bad. Well, that was a waste then. I shouldn't have sent that package. Yeah.
SARS.
Well,
Times
Yeah.
are changing. The queen is dead.
Queen's dead.
Maybe.
Whatever, dude. On to the next shit. So, and that'll tell you a little bit about my personality.
What? Tell us.
Those statements right there.
I want to hear.
Everything that was just said.
Everything
you
that
can
was
go
just
back
said.
and rewatch.
Everything that was just said, you'll have to
That
catch
was
it live every Tuesday. My
Every
personality.
Okay, let's shit on Thor.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, Thor 4.
Andy, go
All right,
with
let's
your
fucking
rant.
send it.
I want to hear it.
It's not so much of a rant as it is just like a sad thing
So
that they had a great cast. Chris Hemsworth is a pretty good Thor, I'd
Yeah.
say.
He was still
Fucking
good?
Shit, dude.
Was it
No,
still good?
because they gave him the stupid. Okay, so Pat, you know what everything that's going on with Marvel, right? What do you think
Kinda.
happens with Thor?
I don't know.
Just take a guess. With everything that's been going on, what
He
happens?
probably turns gay.
Turns into a woman.
Close. He turns into a woman.
Wait,
No.
what?
So actually, Natalie Portman's character becomes Thor.
Okay, that's not bad though. Natalie Portman's dope.
she picks up
Thor
Thor's
turns
old
into a
hammer,
woman.
and she actually calls herself the Mighty Thor. So she took his hammer, she took his name.
That alone is just like,
Are you sure
where's the line?
Are you sure she didn't
Are
say
you
Mighty
serious?
Thor?
Yes.
Or
This
Mighty
is the thing.
Porn?
No. She's the Mighty Thor.
No.
And I like Natalie Portman. She's a good actress, but the writing was so terrible. Chris Hemsworth, they had nothing to do. They had Christian Bale as the villain
Was he good?
for like the 5 minutes he was in the movie, kind of.
So it was super woke.
It's ridiculous, dude. No, it was woke, but it was also just like a parody. It was so
Was there
it
anything
didn't
funny?
take itself serious, and it wasn't even funny.
It was just like stupid, like jabs that didn't really. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was like a 7-year-old cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon, but it wasn't funny. But they also had like a lot of adult jokes in there that weren't funny. So it was like, who the fuck is this made for? You've got Russell Crowe playing Zeus, and he's talking about orgies, like organizing the next orgy. It's like,
Whoa, that's a crazy cast.
it's a crazy cast, dude. They
Wait,
blew
so
it.
they had nothing. They had no like little like parts of the movie that was for like the the classic fans or like the OG fans.
No, because they basically, in the comic book world, they fast forwarded everything to the modern comics. They've skipped over like 40 years of Thor
Because
stories
it's just
to get
men oppressing women, white people oppressing black people, and then that's all there was. And there was gays that were getting, murdered indoors in garages and where nobody knows where they were. So that is that why?
And Bob Saget was corpse number 1.
Well, I was just saying.
they were just really in a hurry to make Thor a chick,
Yeah.
and the only storyline where Thor is like a chick
should
for a long
change
time is in the modern stories. They just like skip ahead to that.
They should have called her Thought.
Oh, this is like a thing in the comic books. Then.
Yeah, but in the modern comics, like in 2012, when all of this started to happen in the comics like 10 years ago, and people started calling it out, and they were called racist istophobes and were kicked out. That was called Comicsgate. They did the same thing when video games started doing the same bullshit. That was Gamergate. And now we're in the mainstream media, and everyone's wondering where all this shit came from. It's like, dude, we've been telling you about this for about 10 years.
Yeah, that's the thing going on.
It's been going on for a long time.
That's why they call it the Great Awakening. People are starting to realize
Yeah.
that there's
Some people are slower to wake than others.
well, some people sleep deeper.
Yeah,
You ever seen Minority Report?
that's true. The Matrix.
It's a good movie.
So, yeah, dude, do not waste your time on fucking Thor. It's brutal.
But check out Minority Report if you like Tom Cruise.
Maybe they're gonna have Thought, which I'm calling She-Thor Thought, and she's gonna get with She-Hulk, and they're gonna have a twerk off at a nightclub in the next movie. They're gonna have like a little cameo. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Never give my hug to a thotty.
And then,
Cardi B's gonna show up and
Yeah.
fucking talk about her wet ass pussy.
hell yeah.
Totally. And it's gonna be shitty CGI too. It's not even good CGI. You can tell they're in front of a green screen the whole time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Where's the money
not
going?
saying- Not saying that like it's easy to tell or anything.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I look like I'm in the fucking beach. Look at me.
What do you mean look like you're at the I can tell you
My
what, the
shoulders
waves have been
chopped
breaking
off.
all
Look
night.
at me
dude.
right now, dude.
The waves have been breaking all night, my man. It
It's
is
not look
properly.
fake right now.
I
No, it
can
looks
hear the
great.
waves crashing.
It looks great. Yeah, there's people walking by in the background.
Yeah.
You look like you're about to drink a Corona. You should have had one.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, he's the one that does Diet Coke.
Yeah, I could have filled it up.
Diet Coke.
With
With the
dark
clear bottle.
Corona. That could happen.
This fucking guy over here.
Well, my eyes are behind Corona colored glasses, so
Okay. You're just seeing the Corona extra
no,
right
they're
now.
fucking yellow, dude.
Yeah,
Check
like,
them out.
Oh yeah.
Science, dude.
That was a gas station.
nice, Chad. Those look sick.
Whoa.
Yeah, these don't fit right. I
Chad,
don't
yours
like
or
these.
anywhere looks like that outfit's really set off with those glasses.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you look like you're
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing for sure.
Yeah.
And I look like I've been hanging out with you for a couple hours
Yeah,
now.
you look like Officer Doofy, dude.
Told you not to bother me while I'm back in my room. It's all These are strong, dude. I like these. Let's continue.
Excellent.
No, go ahead and finish the podcast.
I was not planning on dressing like Weird Al, but I think it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you literally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Weird Al Yankovic, and I am white and nerdy.
Yeah.
Can't believe you shaved the stash.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, I got complaints from the old Dragonfly Druid.
Yeah.
She couldn't wait one more day.
She ex-nayed it.
It's pretty rough having a stash sometimes, dude. And it'll betray you. Pat.
It pokey when you kiss him, I know.
Well, I just looked real creepy.
Yeah, dude.
I had a little
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah. Let's talk about this for a second. Facial hair is a wondrous thing.
Yeah.
It can make or break a men's physique. It's like a topping.
Like
You know what I mean?
glasses.
Some people got it, some people don't. And some people have it in different areas.
No.
Like, that
But
they
I
can
got
pull
on my
off.
balls. My facial hair's on my balls.
That's not what I meant. That's facial
Oh.
hair. Is what we're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay.
But that's great. It's very interesting. You mean your balls have a chance?
Yeah. All my facial hair is actually on my balls. This is the only.
Straight fucking
I hate it.
Abe Lincoln on the hog, dude. Oh yeah, dude. It's like this
Hog
fucking,
Lincoln.
put a top hat on that thing. Anyways, yeah. So Pat rocks a chin strap because he's an all-star, and that's great, dude. It actually works really well for him. Whereas, like, I probably couldn't pull that off. I'd like straight fucking.
You can try.
That's cool, bag.
Try.
But everybody has things. But one thing I can say about a chin strap or a short trimmed goatee is it won't betray you. It doesn't ever betray you. And what do I mean? What do I mean by facial hair betrayal?
Okay.
I mean, for instance, let me give you an actual example of facial hair betrayal.
Uh-huh.
My good friend Adam and I were sitting across the table from each other a weekend or so ago, watching my co-host perform at a winery, which was a splendid time. But as we were sitting there enjoying our beverages, I found myself on more than one occasion. At this point, might I add, my mustache had grown rather long.
Okay.
I found myself on more than one occasion having issues with my beverage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a little runoff, and it's making me look foolish. And I'm in a nice establishment, and I'm just talking to people, and I'm having a drink, and then all of a sudden I take my mouth away from my glass, right on my shirt or right on my lap is my fucking lemon drop.
Ah,
A raspberry lemon drop.
raspberry and lemon drop. That's
Phenomenal.
That's red.
It was good. Yeah, it was bad. But was a little disappointed. And here you see me today, sitting before you, with no mustache.
Yeah. It happens.
So, what do you think? What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, I don't
Do
fuck
you ever
with
have a
mustache.
mustache?
No, I don't fuck with mustaches. It comes in all white trashy. I only really get
Oh.
the neck region.
Body. That's why you're all fucking jacked.
What?
It's all right there. I said all your testosterone's pink,
Yeah.
and like from your feet to your
Right
shoulders,
here, yeah.
right there.
It's in the
And then you
balls.
fucking, and then you're kind in the mind. You're like a nice guy.
Sometimes I can just do one of these and like stretch my neck out and I can grow my beard. It kind of just comes out like in real time.
Okay. Yeah, wait, we have the delay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, we'll catch it.
we'll catch it, bro.
One
One of my
do you
favorite
think, Andy
things
boy?
to do is when you have like a full beard and you shave it down in segments. So like shave it down to like mutton chops. Or when I was doing my most recent manscaping, what do you think I shaved my facial hair down into?
This is not playtime, Andy boy.
I don't want to say.
Hitler stash, dude.
It was definitely a Hitler.
That's terrible.
I walked out and Liz just made me fucking look.
But
Somebody's
dude,
got to bring it back.
Everybody who shaves their stash that does that, if
The
you
old
do that,
Charlie
you're
Chaplin,
not a
dude.
man.
If you
It's
don't,
just what you
you're
do.
not a man, dude.
It's just
Yeah.
what you do, okay?
And you have to see if you look good. I think everyone wants to do it to see if
I'm
they
afraid
look
I
good.
will look good.
Because then you're like,
I'm
I think
afraid
I
I
pulled this
will.
off.
And I was starting,
When you
9!
do it. When you do it, but if you
Fuck
don't
yeah,
pull it
I'll
off,
probably
you
look
look
good.
like fucking that chick from The Office.
Bro, what if you just walked around life with the Hitler stash right now? Like, that's one facial hair you just don't do anymore.
Michael Jordan did it.
Oh yeah, and you can't if
Yeah,
there's
nah.
three of you, it's harder to deal with,
That's true. Well,
especially if one's a short king.
and a minority like yourself.
That's true, dude.
And we actually
And-
have a golden ticket to do whatever we want.
And
on
I've
our
seen
face.
Minority Report.
It's kind of
It's
sick.
fucking true, dude. I can tell you about it. I can tell you the plot line, the whole thing. Email me, SicksBallsDeep@gmail.com.
Email me. Okay. It's kind of sick.
Jimmy 3 is seeing Weird Al, and I think he's a little self-conscious about his beard. So a shout out to Jimmy and his shitty beard.
Okay. it's
Jimmy's
about
self-conscious about his beard?
you.
Jimmy, dude, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, friend. Ball buddy. You
Thanks,
got a
Ball
phenomenal
Buddy.
beard, dude.
Phenomenal.
It's all about confidence. It's all about confidence.
Mhm. I've seen some really hot chicks with a really shitty guy beard on their arm.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? Like some guy with a shitty beard and he's got some hot chicks.
Yeah, some chicks are just into beards.
Oh, I thought that was like a hairy arm joke.
No.
Because
Not a
I've
shitty
seen
beard
those.
on
I've
their
seen
arm.
my fair
You know,
share.
when
of those.
someone's on their arm.
Yeah, there's a lot of Latinas that have like hairy arms. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I have incredibly hairy arms, but I'm a man,
Yeah,
so
I'm a real man.
allegedly.
Yeah, nair that shit, ladies, please.
Fucking-
Nuke it if you have
I wax my
There.
hole, dude.
Yeah, do you do that?
Yeah, it kind of feels good when you put the warm wax on, but then ripping it off doesn't feel good.
Have you ever waited too long and then the wax just like seals up your fucking? You can't poop for like
No,
until you
probably-
fucking
You can always reheat
Blow that
it. If you
plug.
got a torch, just put a little.
you torch your asshole.
Yeah, first you gotta
Fucking-
reheat it. You
Yeah,
gotta
map
do that.
gas. Fucking the
You're not
old
gonna- you're
map
not gonna
gas.
push a poop through that cold wax. To tell you that, it's gonna be way worse. So you better fucking heat it up somehow.
Oh,
Go
dude.
sit on the asphalt on a hot summer day or something, dude.
Go for a run.
Yeah,
Fucking the old reverse drill bit.
hell yeah.
Get out the old D-Walt. Throw a bit on there and fucking. That's cool.
Oh yes, Jimmy.
Oh yes.
Well, I tried to kick us into it once already.
Kick
But,
it.
and maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe this isn't something to talk about. Maybe this is next week. But I'm gonna throw it out there.
Oh,
We were talking about doing a personality test,
oh yeah.
and I'm intrigued
Mhm.
to know as to if either of you or either of you were able to get that.
I got it done.
I got that.
So you're personable.
I don't know if that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, let's hear the results. Who wants to go first, dude?
Who wants to go first?
Those guys.
Patty Boy.
I'm pulling up.
Actually,
these.
Patty Boy, is there any way you could put up on the screen, like type out, because it's the 4 letters, you could put like Pat has blank blank blank,
That has.
Chap has blank blank blank,
Oh, it's like fucking
because it's a
ASMR
code.
or whatever.
So while you're doing that, I suppose I could go first, since we've got about 10 minutes left in the podcast. This is probably a pretty good time to just kind of breeze through our personalities. This is a classic psychological personality test based on Carl Jung. It's called the Briggs-Myers personality test. It's a basic 60-question test or so that asked you questions that you had to say you agreed or disagreed, or strongly agreed or strongly disagreed, basically.
Yeah. It was a little like some of the questions are a little. I don't know.
Well, I think we'll go through our deals and then we'll discuss whether we think they're accurate or not.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So this was what mine was. This is just a snippet from my my personality test. Apparently, I am an INFP,
That's what I know.
which means I am an introverted, intuitive, feeling and perceiving person. And I just happened to grab this little snippet out of there where it says, of course, not all of life is rosy, and INFPs are not exempt from the same disappointments. INFP struggles with the issues of their own ethical perfection, performance of duty for the greater cause. An INFP friend describes the inner conflict as good versus bad, or not as good versus bad, but on a grand scale, good versus evil. Luke Skywalker in Star Wars depicts this conflict in his struggle between the two sides of the Force. Although the dark side must be reckoned with, the INFP believes that good ultimately triumphs. I just thought it was interesting that they invoked Star Wars in that personality trait.
Fuck
Yeah,
this.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I definitely agree that I'm more introverted than extroverted. as far as like the intuitive feeling, perceiving stuff.
This is the way yours fed you up your answer like this?
So if after you take the test, you can scroll through different like traits, or you can get your whatever your thing is and just look that up, and it'll have basic.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I have. I think this is just to show you. This is the picture that you.
Oh yeah, you got ENFJ.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, I got
So,
the
yeah.
protagonist.
Okay, so explain that to me. I wish I would have seen this little screen right here, but I did this.
Yeah, there's different ways of describing it. Some of them have like different archetypes. So you're the protagonist.
Yeah, it says feel called to serve a greater purpose in life. Thoughtful and idealistic. These personality types strive to have positive impact on other people and the world around them. They rarely shy away from opportunity to do the right thing, even when doing so is far from easy. And then it goes into like how cool I am and all that other shit, you know. But
How cool you are. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty fucking neat. All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, so Andy already said it. I'm ENFJ, so
you're
extrovert.
ENFJ?
Yeah, and I'm definitely judging. So I could see that that's accurate.
Yeah, the J is for judgment, right?
Yeah, judgment. So, dude, it's fucking judgment day, baby.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm very opinionated. You know, sometimes I do it to get aroused too. Like that.
What were your 4 letters, Patty
I'm
boy?
ENFJ too.
You're ENFJ and you're ENFJ.
Yeah,
Fuck yes.
Yep.
yeah, dude. We're
That's why you guys, you're
Special.
simpatico, but then you also have your clashing moments too, because you're two alike.
Yeah, we're cool.
yeah.
Hey, to touch base on that and to
We're
show you
born
guys
leaders, dude. That's what it
to
says.
prove to you how fucking alike we are. We're gonna wear Hawaiian t-shirts. Well, we did both wear Hawaiian t-shirts, but we were both gonna wear pink. That's what we both picked out.
They both picked out pink shirts.
I did a last minute switch. to
Well,
just
pink
keep
is
it
not.
fucking-
Yeah, how dare you? You should have went pink.
Well,
Look
dude,
as
I
cool.
know, but you pulled it off. You did a really good job. You did great. And I didn't have the shades. My shades were like hot pink. Or macho
No,
man.
do I go one button down or do I? Oh, what's
I don't know. You can't see your buttons. Dude.
I know, it's
You gotta loosen up in buttons.
I don't know. It's kind of everywhere. Kind of like it.
Say what you gonna do to me.
Professional.
What did you think on taking the test? Did you agree? Did
I've
you think
taken
it
that
was
a bunch
bullshit?
of times. Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought it was long.
That was long.
yeah, right. There's one that I took one that was that same kind of test, but it was like fucking took like a half hour,
Mhm.
but I got the same results. So
Yeah,
So that's consistent.
yeah,
yeah, that's pretty good. Were you doing?
You're an extroverted judger.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Just
for
go
the
out and
greater
judge
good,
people.
Andy. For the greater
yeah.
good.
Greater
Remember?
That's right.
Jesus,
Yep,
dude.
dude.
We do everything else for the greater good.
You're perceived greater fucking good.
Yeah, right, dude. I know what the greater good is, Andy. I am
Oh,
the greater good, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Creep,
Probably a
brother.
fucking
Yeah.
reptilian.
Tell,
Okay, Luke. Fucking over here, dude.
tell.
Probably got a reptilian whisper in your ear.
Yeah, right.
Got
dude.
this.
Luke. Yeah, fucking Sky, fucking Walker guy.
Yeah, he's nice, really. He's a nice guy.
Crotch bleeder.
Crotch bleeder.
Killed that Death Star kid
That's never.
Well, you know, the old Vulcan Death Star, dude.
and all those people on board. How many people do you think he got in that one shot when he took out the Death Star? Like 1,000.
You think so?
Dude, how many people are on the Death Star?
It's like a whole.
It's like a moon.
They're
It's the size of a
prisoners, aren't
moon.
they?
Yeah. No, they're fucking part of the
The Empire.
The Empire, the
That
Imperial
was the big
forces.
prison
dude.
tank, dude, just floating in
There was a
space.
bunch of stormtroopers and shit on there.
Oh,
No, man, it's like fucking.
not as cool as I thought it was.
You never seen Spaceballs?
Think about it, if it was all the worst prisoners in the world just on this Death Star, dude. Just
Just like Australia.
and you died.
Mm.
That's what I'm going for.
No,
Fun
I
fact.
think it's supposed to be more like a aircraft carrier that it could just go anywhere and just fucking send out armies if it wants.
Yeah, it's like a spacecraft carrier.
Yeah,
Fucking
Definitely.
TN.
TM.
Yeah, don't fucking use that term, dude. Copyright. It's like fucking Paris Hilton did with Hot in the 90s or the 2000s.
That's so hot.
It's so hot. What was that show she did where she was like tried to be a normal person. She was like, "This is so hard.
Oh my god.
This is terrible. I have to do things."
One Night in Paris, that one?
I have to.
Yes, that was it. That was
Okay,
it.
yeah.
That's the one. One Night in Paris. So check that out when you guys have time. That show is ridiculous.
How do I farm with this penis?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, she knows how. That's one thing she does know how to do.
With her best friend Nikki Six or whatever.
Nikki Six.
Yeah, I think that's her name.
Allegedly.
That was Little Richie's son, wasn't it? Or daughter.
Oh,
son.
Nicole Richie. Yeah, that was
That's Little Richie or
No,
Lionel
Lionel
Richie?
Lionel
Richie,
Richie, yeah. It'd
That's
be way
different
cooler if it
people.
was Little Richie. Yeah, it's definitely two different people.
Little Richie.
Yeah, Little Richie, he wasn't
Lionel's
blind, though,
more like,
right? Was Little Richie blind? Was he like onset blind later on in life?
Little Richard?
Yeah,
It's probably like diabetes.
No,
The-
maybe from the cocaine.
yeah. I think he might have
Oh.
snorted some in his eye once and lost vision.
Yeah. I don't know.
That poop puts makeup on too, like a lot of it.
You
Yeah,
know.
at their face.
When you're an entertainer,
Do whatever you. Yeah,
No,
entertain.
finish the sentence. When you're an entertainer, what?
You entertain.
you put
Yeah.
on makeup sometimes.
Yeah.
The Undertaker knows this only so well.
Oh yeah, Macho Man's here. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Are we gonna fucking gather for the old fucking Hallows Eve?
I
this
think
year?
so. We got a camera. We can film some shenanigans.
What day of the week is it on?
Let's check, dude. We got in our final minutes here. We're prepping for some future
It's on a
shows.
Monday. God damn it.
It's going up
It's on a Monday.
on a Tuesday. What? Halloween
But
on a Monday?
but the next day
Halloween
is
night.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, but Halloween night. That's easier than Tuesday for you, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we could just do a Monday night
Look
show.
at his head.
You went full flamingo.
He went full flamingo right there.
Yeah.
He would. Oh, he almost went fucking ostrich. If there was sand around, he probably would have stuck that thing straight down the sand.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, we might have to do a Monday show on Hallows Eve
Yeah. Or pre-record it.
or pre-record it.
Maybe that's what we'll do for you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get fucking techie with it, dude.
We've got nothing but options moving forward.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
We have
Life's
to-
that's really what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Life is about options and love and laugh and what was the other one?
Well, we got to get a live, laugh, love.
There, live.
Yeah.
Living.
Yeah.
That's actually the main part of life, because if you're not living, then you're dead. And, you know,
That's
So,
really the yeah.
fuck, dude.
There's like
So-
step rule one of life. Live.
Live.
Yeah.
And then laugh, and then if you have time, love.
Do a
But
little bit of
mostly
love and
laugh at people.
Notice laughing comes first.
Yeah, they don't really
Yeah,
specify are you
thing
laughing
is.
with or at people. I'm more of an at
Well, you
people guy.
judgmental motherfuckers are laughing at people.
Exactly.
It's talking about you.
And judging that, I think it's pretty cool.
Really?
So that gives you a little insight into me and my
Into your personality. If you haven't already, in 49 episodes, figured out who we are.
Yeah.
I am
You're
Weird
part
Al.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Like a
I'm Elvis,
surgeon.
so thank you very much.
No, you look like a alien with those glasses.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
you're a
saying.
reptilian.
Intergalactic stellar time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Patty boy, what's your sign off? I think we're signing off.
what was that it?
It's about 8:30. It is 8:30 on the dot.
In that case, it's been a good time for you guys.
Yeah.
Fucking
You
better
can
believe
thank
it
us
has.
Later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Feel free to give us a like or subscribe. In that way, you can thank us as well.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And I'll see you next week. This has been fucking T-Rabbit and the fucking Bang Bros.
Oh my god, dude! I just figured.
Bang Bros.
I just figured out something that we've never put together before.
Uh,
There's a euphemism for calling a woman a certain C word.
Cunt.
cunt.
Yeah. One way of getting around
we are
it.
the same,
Yeah,
man.
it's-
Yeah, you guys nailed it.
Same, but different.
there's one way of saying that to be discreet. You can say, "Oh, we gotta see you next Tuesday over there."
Oh, CUNT, dude.
Oh, we gotta see you NT.
Dude,
See you next Tuesday,
The old
fuckers.
fuck- So, anyways, see you later.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I like that for our show. Yeah.
See you next Tuesday. And we can even acronym
We
it.
can just
Hell
call,
yeah,
we call
dude.
our viewers cunts, dude.
We can call them cunts.
Yeah,
No, they're
Suck
ball,
cats.
yeah,
they're
whatever.
ball buddies. We're
Cut
not calling our
Oh,
Hold on.
cunts.
Hold on.
We're 6 balls deep. We go deep into your brains. You're the cunts.
All right, you guys. We appreciate you guys stopping by. In all honesty, thank you so much for your guys' support week in and week out. If you guys could do us a big favor, and if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little fucking red button, and give us a follow on Instagram. And if you have anything to add or you want to be on the show, shoot us an email, SicksBallsDeep@gmail.com. We appreciate you. Until next week's cunts.
See you next
I like
Tuesday.
It. See, it works.
See you
so
next
well.
Tuesday.
It works
Yeah,
so
it's good time.
good.
Fucking send it.